The following is a production of Cary TV, the Town of Cary's government access channel.
Hi, welcome to Cary Matters, our monthly program that helps keep you informed of the issues that the town of Cary is working on. I'm Jennifer Robinson, Council Representative from District A, and joining me today as my co-host is Ed Yerha, who is one of our two at-large representatives. Thank you for joining me, Ed.
Well, thank you, Jennifer. I love doing Cary Matters because it helps our citizens stay informed. But I understand today that we're going to take a different approach and just chat about what the town is doing for a particular sector of our population.
That's right. Absolutely. Do you think most people could tell you what the fastest growing demographic is in Cary?
Well, I think a lot of people would guess it's the under 18 crowd, because you see kids everywhere in Cary, in the cul-de-sacs, in the parks, our schools are filled, but that's not it. The fastest growing demographic in Cary is the 55-plus group. Some might call them seniors. I prefer to just think of them as the more experienced and the wiser sector.
All right. Okay, well, that is it. It is our senior crowd. Our 55-plus population is growing rapidly here in Cary. In fact, when last checked, it was hovering around 21% of our population and steadily rising, and for obvious reasons. Not only are we all getting older and drifting gracefully into that age bracket, but many retirees are moving to the area for the great weather, the low taxes, the excellent quality of life, and to be near family members, such as their children. So we have ended up with a lot of seniors here. And I thought, since we have a lot of seniors in our community, it would be really good for us to spend this Cary Matters episode talking about what the town does for our 55-plus group.
That's a great idea. Let's talk about the Senior Center, C-Tran, housing choices for seniors, opportunities for seniors to volunteer, and then let's talk about services that the nonprofits offer seniors.
Okay, that sounds good. Now let's start with our Senior Center. Our Senior Center is located inside the Fred G. Bond Metro Park off of High House Road. And at the center, you can take all kinds of classes. You can exercise, enjoy a variety of recreational activities. You can make art, participate in clubs, attend informational workshops. And each month, special events take place at the Senior Center. Did you know that over half of the classes are free at the Senior Center? And those classes that have fees actually start at $1, and that is very, very affordable.
Well, the Senior Center has been certified by the state as a Senior Center of Excellence since 2008. And there's actually another side to the Senior Center that offers a different type of service to our Cary families, and that's the Cary Total Life Center. The Cary Total Life Center is an adult day service organization, a safe place for seniors to stay while their family members are at work.
Yeah, that is an absolutely excellent resource, very valuable resource for families. Around the time that we were opening the Senior Center, the council was also contemplating the challenges that many people face when they no longer drive or feel comfortable driving. And we decided to offer transportation for our senior population to help them get around town and to medical appointments in and outside our town limits.
Well, it's an interesting fact that a lot of people may not know. The town originally created C-Tran for our senior and disabled population. And it's changed a lot over the years, and it's now used by almost everybody. Out of the 200,000 plus trips made last year, over 12% of them were made by seniors. Most people riding C-Tran ride the fixed route buses. But if you're 60 years old or older, or have a disability, you can have C-Tran pick you up at your home and take you right to your destination. And that includes any location inside Cary and medical offices outside of Cary. Since C-Tran started back in 2001, we've provided over 500,000 door-to-door trips for senior citizens and people with disabilities.
That's an amazing number of trips. If you'd like to start using C-Tran door-to-door service, please visit our Senior Center, which is the only place in town to register for C-Tran. Now you're probably wondering, if you need C-Tran, how in the world can you get to the Senior Center? Well, you start by calling the reservation number to schedule a complimentary ride to the Senior Center so that you can go there to apply for C-Tran. The number is 919-481-2020. Senior Center staff will be very, very helpful and happy to assist you in applying for the door-to-door system.
That's very good information, Jennifer. So, some of my neighbors, they're anticipating a move to a low-maintenance home after the kids move out. Well, we have a lot of options for that here in Cary. And the town helped provide some of those through our share of the federal Community Development Block Grant dollars. These CDBG funds are intended for projects that help ensure affordable housing, to provide services for our most vulnerable citizens, and to create jobs. For years, the Town Council has been dedicating our CDBG funds for initiatives that serve seniors. We've spent approximately $900,000 to help build 2 affordable senior communities, Weatherstone Springs and Highland Village. Some of the units in both of these projects are income and age restricted. Jennifer, I find these projects to be remarkable because there is so much demand for affordable senior housing that there's a waiting list for available apartments. If you think that you or someone you love might need and be qualified for an affordable apartment, please visit the leasing offices at either location.
You know, the town also provides assistance to seniors who want to stay in their homes but have repairs that are needed to keep their homes habitable. We have given out over $750,000 in deferred loans to senior homeowners to repair their homes. The town will assist the homeowner in selecting a contractor, overseeing the work, making all the payments, and getting the permits and inspections necessary. The goal is to make most of the major repairs needed to the home to bring it back up to building codes. We generally allocate about $200,000 a year to the rehab program, and unfortunately, we have allocated all of the funding for this fiscal year. But now's the time to start planning ahead. New funds should be available as of July 1st. Okay, now stay with us during this brief break, because when we come back, we're going to talk about nonprofits and how you can make a difference in our community.
Body language can tell you all sorts of things. Like someone is having a stroke. Know the sudden signs. Learn fast. Face drooping, arm weakness, speech difficulty. Time to call 911 and get them to a hospital immediately. Learn the body language and spot a stroke fast.
Hi, thanks for staying with us during that break. You know, people have asked me throughout the years how to get plugged into the community, and my answer is pretty much always the same: volunteer.
I agree. I've been volunteering my whole life. It's a great way to give back to the community, and it can be a lot of fun too.
Yeah, it really can. And if you're retired and you're looking for something to do, there are many, many local nonprofits that would love your help. Cary has hundreds of nonprofits, so there is literally a nonprofit for everyone. If you are a retired engineer or a scientist, the Waste Reduction Partners could use your help in its work to provide on-site assessments and consulting services for energy and water efficiency, waste reduction, operation efficiency improvements, and cost effectiveness. WRP is able to deliver its services efficiently by utilizing a team of retired engineers and scientists who volunteer in the program. And it's absolutely amazing what they've accomplished. Since 2008, WRP has worked with over 106 clients in the region, resulting in a recommended total annual savings of $835,285, 7.7 million kilowatts of energy, 5.3 million gallons of water, and 886 tons of waste being diverted from the landfill. If you are interested in volunteering with Waste Reduction Partners, go to wastereductionpartners.org.
And another option is Resources for Seniors, which serves senior and disabled adults in Wake County by providing home and community-based services and information so that people can maximize their choices for independence, for comfort, safety, security, and well-being. Another volunteer option for you might be the Center for Volunteer Caregiving, which provides volunteer services to help Wake County seniors, family caregivers, and adults with disabilities maintain their independence, their dignity, and their quality of life. The Center for Volunteer Caregiving has 3 core programs. First, it has a transportation program that provides volunteer services for escorted and door-through-door transportation for medical appointments, prescription pickup, and grocery shopping. Next, the center also provides support to families that are caring for a loved one with dementia or a disabling condition. And finally, the In-Home Connections program seeks to alleviate social isolation and depression that often accompanies the physical, cognitive, and emotional challenges that are facing older adults and adults with disabilities who may be homebound.
You know, these organizations are a real testament to the concern and care that Cary residents have for each other. And we've just touched the tip of the iceberg here today. Okay, after this next break, we'll talk about what's happening in Cary during this month so that you can be involved and included.
Know what?
What?
Since I got adopted, I've learned a lot about these humans.
I know. I mean, check out these two. It's Flirt City over here.
Yeah, I noticed that. It looks like my human is definitely into your human.
Oh, look! I think she's getting his number.
Nice.
Your human's got some sweet moves.
Takes after his dog. Oh, look, they're doing that thing where they put their arms around each other.
She kicked up a leg. It's like in the movies.
That's awesome. Looks like we're gonna be hanging out a little bit more.
Okay, Ed and I are back. In this final segment of Cary Matters, we want to talk about what's happening in January and how you can be involved. So, after all this talk about our senior population, I would be remiss if I didn't first mention the Glenn Miller Orchestra concert at the Cary Art Center on January 17th, which I love big band music. So I'm very sad to say I will be missing this concert. I will be in Winston-Salem for the council retreat on that night. Isn't that sad?
I guess I'm going to be there too. And believe it or not, I already have tickets for the Glenn Miller concert. I do.
No.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
That's sad.
But if you're among our civically obsessed population and attending a council staff retreat sounds like a good time to you, feel free to join us in Winston-Salem. We'll be talking about downtown, about economic development, communications, and priority-based budgeting. And that'll be January 17 and 18. That same weekend and into the Monday holiday, we'll also be celebrating the life and times of Dr. Martin Luther King.
Okay. Also, on January 9th and 30th, we'll have our regular council meetings at 6:30. And we're also going to have a meeting on January 2nd. This is something new. We'll have a meeting to review quasi-judicial requests. And it's important to note there will be no more operations or planning and development committee meetings. So for those of you who came down here on Thursdays looking for some fun, you cannot see our subcommittee meetings anymore. I'm so sorry. We've replaced them, so to speak, with that quasi-judicial council meeting that we were just talking about.
The events we mentioned tonight are just a few of the many things that are happening in Cary. You can find out about other events and get the latest updates by visiting the calendar section of the town's website, townofcary.org. And that's about it for this edition of Cary Matters. We appreciate your watching, and as always, we hope that what we've shared has been of interest. Please let us hear from you. Your time's important, and we want this show to be of value to you as we work to bring you, our citizens, closer to your government.
And remember, help keep Cary litter-free, clean, green, and beautiful by volunteering with our Spruce program. Thanks for watching, and as always, thanks for choosing to call Cary home.
This has been a production of Cary TV. Visit the Town of Cary's website at townofcary.org.